Hey guys, it is Jen Lefforge. Welcome to my channel. Today is one of those days where I am talking in particular to YouTube creators. So if you are a YouTube creator, stick around. If you're curious about the world of YouTube creators, stick around. Today, what we're going to talk about is month 4 on YouTube. If you have been around for a while, you know that I've been trying to do these updates every month. Every month I've had new numbers to share, new things that I've learned. I want to talk about 3 basic things today. Number 1, I'm going to go over my numbers, and I want to say as a complete disclaimer that these numbers are just my experience. Everybody's experience on YouTube is going to be different. Everybody's content is different. Success and failure, in my view, should really be based on if you're still enjoying what you're doing, if you're still enjoying the creation of your videos, then you should keep doing it. I don't think numbers growing or not growing should ever be indicative of whether or not you should keep having your YouTube channel, because as I said from the beginning, a lot of this is a creative outlet for me. Growth is phenomenal and I'm super grateful, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But if your channel isn't growing the way you want, I just want to give you a big pat on the back, thumbs up. I'm so proud of you for continuing to put videos out there that express who you are and what you want to say to the world. The other thing I want to talk about is some things I have learned in the last 30 days. There have been quite a few learning curves. What's another, like learning Mount Everest is what they've honestly felt like. And a lot of the technology that I am learning is kind of blowing my own mind. But as it turns out, there's a YouTube video for almost everything that you might want to do on your YouTube channel. So that's been enormously helpful. And then lastly, I'm going to talk about what my goals are as we go into month 5. The goals have definitely changed, but there are a few pieces of equipment that I'm hoping to get, and I want to talk that as well. So let's start with the numbers first. I ended month 1 with a whopping 30 subscribers, and I was actually really happy with that. 30 is a great number. There is nothing wrong with 30 subscribers. I did a giveaway. I was super excited. I ended month 2 with 210 subscribers, ended month 3 with 891, and I'm ending month 4, I just checked before I came down here, right around 2,200 subscribers. So that's been phenomenal. The growth has really surprised me. I have no expectations that it will necessarily continue at this trajectory. I think there's definitely going to come a point where that may drop off a little bit. So I've kind of done, I don't know, obsessing over that, especially once I hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. I felt like, okay, I've met that threshold, and now I am really excited, obviously, for every single subscriber that comes, but I'm not checking that as much as I was early on in this process. Hours, I'm actually now at month 5, I'm at almost 15,000 hours of view time. Those of you that are doing this know that that threshold for monetization is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So I'm gonna talk about where I am in that process in a minute. And then views, I was at 8,000 views month 2, 50,000 month 3, and now I'm just about 125,000 views, I think. The numbers are great. I mean, I said from the very beginning, they have exceeded my expectations. My audience is amazing. The subscribers that are watching my stuff, I am just so impressed with the way that they interact, how we have conversations in the comment sections. All of that has been really amazing to me. So moving on to what I've learned this last month, it's been a big month. So I've watched a lot of creator videos, love TubeBuddy's information, have continued to be a huge fan of TubeBuddy. It is basically your training wheels for your YouTube channel. I have used it from day one. I really do credit with a lot of my growth, and certainly with a lot of shortcuts, that things that they had already done for me that I didn't have to go do the research myself. I have the star level subscription, which does come with a monthly fee, but they also have a free version. And I'm gonna put the link to how you can sign up for TubeBuddy. That is an affiliate link, so I will get a small commission if you sign up using that link, but definitely worth checking out. I have been nothing but thrilled with what I've learned with the tools that they provide. And normally my most used tools are gonna be the tag tools, the thumbnail generator, the even like the social blue book that's on there that kind of tells you if you want to work with vendors, what should you be charging to do a shout out in a video or things like that. And then the education that they provide through the TubeBuddy channel has really been invaluable for me. And one of the things I learned, they did a whole live video about community, was really the power of comments and responding to comments and developing, I don't like the word fan base because that sounds like not what I want to be, but developing, let's call them this group of friends who are invested in what you're doing. And I would say at this point, I have about 100 subscribers that I would say are kind of my core. They are the people, Ken and Dawn, I mean, I know their names when it comes up, who they're going to watch and comment almost immediately after I put up a video. And that means the world to me. So one of the things that the presenter suggested in that TubeBuddy video, and I'll put a link to that below so you guys can watch it if you want, was that he always had, he and his wife run a channel together. They always had a power hour whenever they let a video out into the universe. So as soon as that video went live, they would really focus for the next 60 minutes on responding in real time to those comments. So I started incorporating that, and I saw the interactions with my subscribers just soar. And it kind of makes sense. I mean, I have to say, the YouTubers that I've been following for years, if someone is reaching out right after they publish like that, I'm gonna get involved in the conversation. And of course we know that also helps your numbers because YouTube, the algorithm likes to see activity on those posts as soon as they go up, and that really does help you with your rankings. So that has been a big learning curve, and it's not only good for the health of my channel, it motivates me because these subscribers talk with me and tell me questions that they have and how I've inspired them, which it really blows me away, and it makes all of it really worth it. The other big thing that I learned and a tool that I got, I did my first ever Skype conversation with a woman who owns a company that does Disney Vacation Club resale. I'll put a link to that right here so you guys can go and see how this particular thing worked. Funny and typical me, I scheduled it without really knowing how I was gonna record it, and I'm online 2 days before trying to figure out, okay, I know that I can use QuickTime to record my side of the conversation, but how do I get her side of the conversation? And I found a tool called Call Recorder by a company called Ecom. It was not free. There are free versions out there, but in my research, the one that cost money was the far better option. It took me about a half a day. Fortunately, I was scheduled to do a podcast with a friend. He uses it, so he kind of walked me through the practicality of it. We did a little practice run. There's a little bit of a trick to when I download it to iMovie, splitting those tracks. So, and you'll see if you go watch the video where I could do her sometimes, me sometimes, and then sometimes a split screen with both of us. So the editing piece of that was a little complicated. I was thrilled with the way it turned out. I wasn't thrilled with her audio, and we're gonna do another video together in August, and I think I'm gonna have her use earbuds with a microphone. She had a microphone, but it sounded a little echoey to me, so I'm gonna try to improve that for our next go around. But that was a great experience. It was great working with a vendor. It was great meeting a new friend. It was great having it just not be my talking head, so it brought something different to my subscribers. So I would definitely do that again, even if it was maybe a collaboration with another YouTuber, because then you could both put it on your channels, and just a fun and different way to present information to your audience. So definitely consider checking that out. Like I said, I will put the link in the show notes below. Another big learning curve item for me, and this is just a practical, I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. I was always putting my show notes on the screen for YouTube, which is small, it's hard, you can't really type more than a paragraph, and then you have to scroll down. Now I have a Word doc that has all of the things that I always include, and then I just customize that opening paragraph, and that piece of publishing is going so much faster now. The other thing about that is making sure there are things in there, like I added a paragraph about making sure that comments are not divisive or mean-spirited. I don't remember exactly how it's worded. I actually stole it from, not stole, I asked permission, but I stole the wording off of a friend's YouTube channel, and I'm really glad I have that on there. It's like, you know, comments are closely monitored, and that way, if things get out of hand, I can always just delete, and I don't have to feel bad because it was on there that if you are mean, I'm not gonna publish your comment. And I think that's important, because you wanna make sure that both for yourself and for your subscribers that what's on there is positive and healthy. And there's nothing wrong with someone giving feedback. That was something I learned early on from a friend at Theme Park Brews. It's a great channel. Hey, Morty. He said, you know, if it's constructive criticism, you want that. But there's a difference between constructive criticism and someone just being mean-spirited. So constructive criticism stays, mean-spiritedness, gone. I don't want to see it, and my subscribers don't need to see it either. So that was another learning curve for me. As far as what I'm putting in my show notes, I'm really trying to add as many links and things like that as I can. I am working with Amazon Associates, and that is generating a little bit of income for me. I think you have to be careful that you're super authentic with that. I am never going to put a link for my subscribers to something that I'm not personally using and that I don't believe in. So, and I'm always very upfront about the fact that that is an affiliate link, and what they purchase using that affiliate link, I do get a commission. There's no sense in beating around the bush, and I want it to be very, very transparent. Another quick rule thing is I'm now doing a large legal document whenever I do giveaways. I'll give you a sample link to one of my giveaways. The form that I use is actually available to the public. There is a YouTube lawyer that makes that information available. You just plug in the details of your giveaway, and that protects you when you're doing giveaways. So that's another big thing that I learned. So moving on to my goals for month 5. Monetization, I am under review. I have been under review since probably June 4th, like right after the 1st of June. Of course, it says usually gets back to you within a week. I already knew from friends that are monetized that that was definitely not going to happen. So I'm just sort of patiently waiting. Kind of the fun thing is my numbers keep going up. My views keep going up, so I'll just keep doing what I'm doing and creating good content that hopefully my subscribers will continue to want to watch. I'm hoping to get better lighting and some better sound. I'm not thrilled. I use just the microphone that is on my Canon G7X. That's what I'm talking to you on now. This room is a little echoey. I would love advice if you have any. I'm thinking of doing curtains. It's a big room, and so I'm thinking maybe some noise abatement down here might be an inexpensive option for that. Eventually, I'm thinking I will have to upgrade to a camera with a better, or with an opportunity to have an external microphone. The Canon G7X does not have a way to plug in an external microphone. And then also my lighting. The lighting down here is not horrible. Like right now, so this is my basement, and behind us, there is a very large window that lets in a lot of natural light. You can kind of see the window reflected right there. The problem is, if it is a cloudy day, or if, sometimes I may get an idea and I want to come film a video at night, I can't do that. And I do think the quality of the lighting could be better down here. There are lots of options, a lot of which can cost up to $1,000, all the way down to, $200 or $300, and I just haven't quite settled on what I want. And honestly, I want to wait until I'm making a little bit more money before I invest a lot of money. And for now, up to date, I have not had a subscriber tell me that, and my subscribers are really who I'm going to, saying, can you hear me? Can you see me? I haven't had anyone say, you look horrible, or the sound is horrible, or whatever, but I just feel like it could be better. So that is one thing I want to work on for month 5. The other thing is, as I continue to grow, I'm considering working with some more vendors, again, just to fund what I'm doing so that I can afford new lighting. So things like that. I don't want to take out of my kids' college fund to buy new lighting for my YouTube channel. If I'm doing this for fun, that's one thing. If I'm moving it more into being a business, then I have to think more like a business person. So I'm not 100% sure on how I feel about that yet, so I'm still mulling that over in my mind. Okay, that was a lot of words. Questions, comments. If you are a new YouTuber, put your link below. I will go watch your stuff. I would love to encourage you. I would love to subscribe to your channel. I would love to do anything that I could, because it is hard when you're first starting. And there's so much information out there, but I don't feel like there's a lot of content that's those of us that are new talking about what we're experiencing and what we're going through. So if you have any questions at all, I would love to answer those. And if I don't know the answer, then maybe someone else that's watching this video, you guys please feel free to chime in, and maybe we can create our own little community as we're all growing in YouTube together. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being amazing. I hope this was helpful. Please let me know if it was. I'm going to continue to do these, if for no other reason than it gives me a benchmark to look back at, but I would like to know if it's helpful to other creators. So I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're being creative. I hope you're living your dream, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.